It was a day of mourning and remembrance for those who knew 15-year-old Zach Schaubhut. Schaubhut is the former Bemidji youth baseball player who died after he was hit by a baseball during a pickup game in Bemidji on Sunday. At this point, there are still more questions than answers about what ultimately caused his death, but one thing is certain, Zach will be missed by many. A moment of silence tonight before the Bemidji High baseball game against Moorhead. Many still shocked by the loss of Schaubhut.
He was a great person, a great ball player, and everybody misses him already.
Schaubhut grew up in Bemidji but went to school this past year in Iowa. He was back in town to try out with a summer league team when he was struck by a hit ball during a pickup game.
Witnesses said that they thought it hit him like in the shoulder or in the neck area here on the right side, and because we couldn't see no evidence of anything, you know, because I spent long time crying over him, and I, you know, holding him, and I didn't see nothing, and so I don't know exactly, you know, they couldn't find no evidence of where a ball might have hit his head. The doctors could not find nothing there, but he had a lot of blood on the brain, and it's more of a, it comes from an aneurysm, more of that type, because it was more all over, and so, you know, it could have triggered it. You know, eventually anything could have triggered it. You know, maybe his next game, or maybe not till this fall football. Who knows? You know, I guess they don't know either. I can't put words in anybody's mouth there. We don't know, and only the Lord knows, I guess.
Today, memorials and flowers cover the diamond where Schaubhut threw his last pitch. Former teammates gathered after hearing the news.
His team as a whole, they're just a tremendous family. And from the minute we found out what had happened, they returned here to Bemidji. The whole group gathered at a home, and just they wanted to be with each other, all the players. And the neat thing with this is that it's not just the players, the families are all there. This group has been together since they were 10-year-olds, playing on traveling teams, and so you get to be a pretty tight-knit group when you're together for that many years in a row, and it's just a wonderful support family to have, and the kids need it. It's a tough thing for them to understand, and tough for any of us to understand, even as adults.
Schaubhut is remembered as a tough competitor and a great teammate.
Went on the mound to pitch, and he come to the game, he greeted you, and then he looked through you. When he took the mound, he looked through it, and you know, he's looking and then he struck you out, and then he watched you go, and with love and respect, and then he turned and would ask you if you wanted to compete again, to keep playing, because he didn't want to go home. He wanted to stay on the field. He wanted to keep playing forever.
You may have noticed Zach's former teammates wearing shirts titled Play for Zach 2015. We'll tell you more about that effort tomorrow night on Lakeland News. The Minnesota Twins also held a moment of silence for Schaubhut before tonight's game with Boston. That moment was not a part of the televised coverage. Also, funeral arrangements were set today. The funeral will be this Thursday at 6 p.m. at Calvary Lutheran Church in Bemidji. The viewing will be prior to that from 4 until 6.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.